Hey everyone, welcome to or welcome back to the Lovely Wolf channel. I'm Nadia, and today my sister asked me to show you guys some pages from my bullet journal. So I found bullet journaling back in like September. I was just scrolling through Tumblr, and honestly I was trying to find some help on like ways to relieve stress or whatever and be more organized, and that's when I found bullet journaling. And I've always been someone that has kept journals, and I used to have like so many different notebooks for different things, like one for dreams, one for like when I was having anxiety and I wanted to like get my thoughts on paper. And so I found this and I thought it was really cool. Basically, if you don't know what it is, bullet journaling is like a way to organize like your life in a sense. Like it's to help you plan out your week. It's a place where you can like keep lists of things. It's a place where you can like document like the year. You can basically do anything. The point of it is to accommodate to you and your needs and how to make your life and organization easier. One of the first like hesitations I had when I found it was there were all these bullet journaling accounts and they would like post their weekly spreads of their weeks or whatever, and it would be so aesthetic and art like and all that stuff, and I was just like, okay, I'm not a big artsy person, like I can't do this, you know? And I was just like, that's gonna like prohibit me from doing this or something. But no, I found this, like someone told me like, you know, it's not all about that. Like making it look like this is what makes these people happy, but if you want something more simple because that's what's easier for you and what makes your life easier, then that's what it is for you. And I was like, oh, alright, perfect. So this was in September, and I knew I wanted to have my first like official bullet journal with an official bullet journal. This is from like bulletjournaling.com because someone did create the idea of this. And this book is really cool because it comes with the pages already numbered and an index already put in. Like for most bullet journals you can make your own and number your own pages because an index is like to keep where all of your stuff is and like what's on each page. I just wanted an official one to start with, but I did want to like kind of practice, so I kind of made my own makeshift journal. I was using this notebook for my drama class because I'm the president and I was using it to like plan out our shows at our cabinet meetings. So I kind of started with this one, and it's kind of messy because like the pages are lined and I didn't really know how to make it look super nice, and it just kind of started as just like a normal everyday weekly planner. And I did have some like fun things here and there, but for the most part it was just to like get the feel of it. And so came Christmas time, I got the official one, and I was just like, awesome, now I can have one for a full year, the full year of 2018. And what I love about these is that you can start off with a certain setup in mind for how you want it to look, and like the next week you can be just like, oh, this isn't working for me, I want to change it, and like it's totally okay to change it, obviously. So I found like some YouTubers that have bullet journaling channels and stuff, and I wish I can remember where I saw this idea from, but on one of my first pages I have this thing called A Year at a Glance, which is basically like just having your full year laid out in front of you. I have a mini calendar and then like a few lines just to write down major things that are happening in that month. And as you can see, like the most packed one is this upcoming one, May, because I have like my graduation, my grad night, so many big things. Camille's birthday, my last day of high school, just so I can like see it all laid out in front of me, and it's really nice. And then I have like I didn't want to call it a resolution because I feel like the word resolution kind of has a lot of pressure to it, so these are just like 2018 goals, and I realize now I can check off some of these, like, huh. Alright, so yeah, this is what my typical weekly spread started out with. It was 1 week for 2 pages. And I'm not currently doing this. Like, let me see where my current week is. Like, okay, for this upcoming week, so this is what I started with in January. Here is where I am now. I'm doing 1 week for 1 page, and it's really simple. It's like not a lot, and it's I mostly have this for school, like to write down my homework, to put when I'm having like a game or a track meet or something. I do like write down other stuff that's happening, but it's just mostly so I can manage my time better. I started out with like this like cute little thing I found on Tumblr called like a habits tracker, where I just had like, you know, habits that I wanted to implement into my daily routines. I ended up getting rid of that because I started feeling like if I didn't do those things, it just started kind of to give me anxiety, like, oh shoot, I didn't do this, like I'm doing it wrong, like my day is messed up, and I didn't like the way that was making me feel, so I just got rid of it, which, you know, it helps. Some of my favorite things that I have in here, like for fun, are these two pages right here. I found these on Pinterest. So this is movies that I watch in 2018. Whenever I see a new movie, I'll put a little ticket stub, and then I have this little scale at the bottom where like each colored star corresponds with like how I felt the movie went. So like orange is like meh, and then pink is like whoa, mind blown, that was amazing. And then I put that on a scale of 1 to 5 underneath the ticket stub. And then on this side, this is so cute. I thought it was so adorable when I found it. It's a little bookshelf, and then I like draw a little book and then put the title of the book, and when I finish it, I color it in. I thought that idea was so adorable. Unfortunately, I only have one book colored in, and that is Simon versus the Homo Sapien Agenda. 10 out of 10 do recommend. I was gonna like do book reviews in here too, but I was afraid of taking up too much space because I write a lot. Like when I start writing my thoughts down, it's literally like my inner monologue on paper. It's a lot, so I'm doing that in a separate journal. But yeah, I love those so much. Oh, another one of my favorite things, this is just like, that's 2018, and then like big memories, just to like write them down so I can look back on someday. And my best friend Jocelyn gave me this idea to do a thing called series of firsts. So like anytime I do something new that I've never done before, I like write about the experience down here, and it's really, I love it. I love that idea so much. Yeah. Oh. At the beginning of each month, I like to do something like this. This is me trying to be artsy and stuff. I'll pick like a quote that'll kind of like relate to how I want the month to go or what the theme is. For example, in February, it was kind of like the theme was like light or whatever. I saw this on Tumblr. So I did my favorite quote from Harry Potter, which is, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. Albus Dumbledore said that. So I kind of just like drew it all nice. Don't be impressed by this. I literally found this exact thing on Google Images. So yeah, the only thing like that's me is the colors. So yeah, this is pretty much my bullet journal. At the end of every month, I like to do a reflection of how the month went, how I want next month to go. If there are things that I didn't like that happened in the month, I'll like write about it and be like, oh, this is what I want to make better in the next month. Yeah, I just try to write down as much in here as possible, just because I think it's so cool to look back on it one day. For April, I didn't do a quote, and I didn't do a quote thing because my other best friend Vanessa gave me this idea to do like the calendar of April, and then for each day put a good thing that happened, just so like, I don't know, to think more positively and stuff, which I thought was really cool. There's so much more in here that I could talk about, but then this video would be way too long. I know some bullet journaling channels at the end of the year, they do like a flip through of their bullet journals and talk about it. That's something that anyone would be interested in, or that I would even be willing to do. Just let me know in the comment section because that would be fun. Yeah, so like I said earlier, this is my typical week currently. It's just on one page. It's really simple, nothing too extravagant, and I have a reflection at the end of the week. So for example, today's Sunday, so I would be writing one. As you can see, I don't always get to it, but I do like to try and do it just to like see how the week went, how I want next week to go. And yeah, that's pretty much my bullet journal in a nutshell. Nothing too special, just helpful, but with a little bit of fun at the same time. I really do recommend something like this. It's not for everyone. Some people are happy with like the planners that have everything set up for you. Some people are happy just going with it. It has really helped me a lot become more organized and better at time management, which like is awesome. So big thank you to the Study Blur community on Tumblr for presenting this to me and having me fall into a hole. You can fall into many deep holes on Tumblr. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. As always, please make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. Come join the Lovely Wolf fam. Comment down below anything you would like to see any of the Lovely Wolf creators do or react to in the future. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for watching. Catch y'all later. I look like death, by the way, it's because prom was last night and this is the makeup that will not come off no matter how much I was scrubbing. So